What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I am back with some tea, with some gossip, honey, about love and marriage, Huntsville. So without further ado, let's get off into it. So I saw this comment that somebody wrote in defense of Stormi, and they are calling out Melody's fan base, which is the Melometers. So the person says, Stormi was not talking about Melody. She was talking about Melody's fan base, the Melometers. To be honest, a lot of them are a piece of work and bullies. I really feel like the cast are standing up to these salacious bloggers. They really do deserve to get sued and dragged through the courts. And if they can prove that they have lost money due to remarks, and if the females have proved harassment and trauma, it's a wrap for them. They should have learned from Tasha K. So this particular person is kind of dragging the bloggers that's out here being sued. I only know of one. It's here for the hot tea. Who else is it, you guys? Put in the comments. What do y'all think about that person's comments calling the Melometers bullies and, Another person says, Stormi, in my opinion, you ask for everything that's been thrown at you. You speak about business and all of its accolades. Aren't you still dealing with lawsuits? So, honey, they coming out talking about the lawsuit she involved in. We all know what the real issue is. You're jealous. You want to be the HBIC on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but that's not going to happen. And in case you didn't know, Melometers, stay ready. You already know. Oh, child, what do y'all think? Now that was a read. Okay, so it's more people dragging Carlos about the whole mimosas, honey, with Melody not being filmed on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I do kind of think it's a big deal because I feel like if you're going to film the Black Expo, they make sure they film me and my soul at the Black Expo. Absolutely. It really shouldn't be filmed, though, because y'all really not that successful. Not as successful as me. Mel got a dark soul. That's why your damn event wasn't filmed, Mel. I kind of miss them, honey. I can't wait to do my impressions again, honey. But I knew y'all was going to drag Carlos for filth. That's why I'm back with a part 2, honey. So one person says, the fact that Carlos, Marceau, and Maurice are always bragging and repping Michigan, but not supporting Melody, who is raising money to help Hill Harper's run for Michigan Senate race, says it all. What do y'all think about that? I told y'all that fine-ass Hill Harper was in the building. That's the type of man, honey, Miss Robinson like. Okay, not you hood boogers. Okay. Another person says Melody's event was too positive for Carlos because he's so hateful. Another person says, I would like to see the Mimosas with Melody on Nubian TV, which features Black excellence. And they pretty much saying, honey, the Scots are not Black excellence. The Scots, they scammers. They stay in a lawsuit. Okay? They say they stay in a lawsuit, honey, but all they stuff is filmed. Well, the lawsuits ain't filmed. And to me, they never asked them about any of the lawsuits. I think that that's very sketchy. And it's just very it's the elephant in the room. Because to me, they should have talked about that stuff on the reunion to, just acknowledge it, but to me, it looked like somebody is helping somebody cover some stuff up. That's just what it looked like, honey. Okay, that's just what Miss Robinson see. Because to me, they talked about Melody and Martell, the infidelity over and over again at the reunions, Ariane, and they tried to squeeze some love and care out of Martell about Ariane. He wasn't able to do that. Okay, how can he tell y'all he just using that girl and she been on the bench for all these years? Okay, how does he explain that? He ain't got no words for that. Okay, he ain't gonna come out and tell you that that's what he been doing this whole time. So, child, I don't know, but something don't look right, honey. Miss Robinson go get to the bottom of it. Okay, she sure is. Another person says, how could he not film this event for Mel? This is one of the most exciting events for Melody. I don't like him. Okay, they don't like Carlos, honey. They said that he is a monster that has a huge disdain for Melody, and it is sickening. Another person says, y'all need to stop playing. Carlos King doesn't do black excellence. He does black laxative. Ooh, not black laxative. Melody clearly does not fit his blueprint. Okay, bloop. Ooh, child. I thought it was Melody that developed the blueprint and gave it to Tisha, Latifah. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, so I don't know. Another person says it's clear to all of us he doesn't want black excellence. Another person says, I'm happy that Love and Marriage Huntsville cameras weren't there. Melody had her event just the way she wanted it without the negative energy. Another person says, I've been telling y'all Carlos King does not like black women at all, especially successful black women. Another person says, what would be a slap in Carlos King's face is if Mel would pitch another reality show of hers on another network and have it air the same night of all of Carlos King's shows. Ooh, child. Let them see who is the real queen of reality TV. Ooh, child. Another person says, I believe Mel did not want her event to be associated with the Love and Marriage Huntsville or the cast. This was a sophisticated event. Her co-workers wouldn't know how to work such an event. They lack class and decorum. I doubt that they vexed into politics and can barely hold an adult conversation. Ooh, child, that is a read. This simply was not the event for them. Can you imagine a man who manipulates, gaslights, and psychologically abuses his wife, and another man who thinks his wife is a sex slave trying to work the room? They would be out of their league and out of place. Ooh, child, it's the reads, honey. It's the reads. You better get them. You better gather them. Okay, so you're right. Okay, so another person says, my theory of this is Carlos King thought Mel was going to break. When he saw that she wasn't, he didn't know how to take that. By the time Mel was already privy to the BS, he was already on Martell's side, so he didn't know how to come back from that. And to be honest, I think Martell is a puppet master. He held the strings and was feeding the BS to all of them. And seasons later, all of them found out that it was all a lie. But by that time, Mel was done and was on what everybody else was on. Now they don't know how to handle that. Mel don't need them to make it. They need her to make it. What y'all think of that, honey? The people is reading, honey. Another person says, Carlos thought being an executive producer of Love and Marriage Huntsville would elevate him over everyone on the show, but that was not the case with Melody. She always had the plans mapped out for her and her future children before she even got married and stuck to her plans, regardless to anyone trying to derail her. The more successful businesses Melody produced includes Love and Marriage Huntsville, the more shows Carlos started producing, including podcasts, interviews with other reality show cast members, trying to keep up with Melody. So they saying, you know, he on some we see each other, I'm in a competition with Melody. What do y'all think about that? I think he's very ambitious. I do. Outside of, you know, Melody, I do. But his ventures were weak at best and didn't receive the viewers and notoriety as Melody's does. So he is super envious of her, and he can't hide his disdain for her anymore. He is spiraling just like everyone who appeared on the show. Ooh, child. So they saying the whole cast is on the first floor. Okay, another person says Miss Van says she doesn't even watch the show anymore, and she does not want to be on the show because of the script they want her to play, and she is not mixing up in any nonsense. Another person says, I hope Melody is not giving Carlos the satisfaction of even being bothered. Mel should be on cloud nine just knowing that her supporters sold out this event and for a great cause. God has way more in store for her. Carlos will get exactly what he deserves. So that is all, honey, Miss Robinson got to say about all of that. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know, what you thought about this video and what the people was saying. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.